clean air a human right? Well, that's the big debate topic that we're going to do today. I mean, last time we did cash, today we're going to use clean air. So is clean air actually a human right for like this guy or even this puppy? Correction, dog? I mean, I'm just going to see for myself. Because last year, the United Nations, a group of 193 countries, turns out, declared a human right that clean air was a human right, which actually led to some of the countries in those 190 countries to actually turn this into a law. I mean, most countries already have this into a law, so to be honest, I already think that also the declaration I think was memorable and was actually useful. I don't think turning these into laws are a good idea, but for now, I'm just gonna see the fact that should clean air be a human right? Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys some background information, then we'll go into the positive and the affirmative positions of all this happening. Now, as was already mentioned, last year, or the United Nations did all that declaring stuff, and already some countries turned this into law, but it turns out, on March, the UK Parliament was like, hey, should we turn this into a law? I mean, if we would, let's call it Ella's Law, because she died of air pollution when she was 9 years old in 2013. What a shame. And so she was because the death of Ella Kissy Deborah, because she died of air pollution, and so they're going to call it the Ella's Law if it passes. But so far that hasn't happened yet, so we're back to square one. What is air pollution anyway? And is there even a saying the difference between clean air and what people call dirty air? Well, let's look at the radicalists. There is no such thing as clean air and dirty air. Climate change does not exist. That was what phase one of the climate change argument started out. Phase two was climate change exists, but it is not caused by humans. The third phase was climate change exists and it just might be caused by humans. And phase four was it's the end of the world. I mean, sure, the Paris Agreement's most ambitious goal was probably trying to keep global warming at to a point of 1.5 degrees, but currently right now it's rising to 2 degrees and it's about to get to 3 degrees Celsius. Well, 3 degrees, the whole entire world, and to be honest, that's not a good sign, because we living in a 1.5 degree world still are trying to see the impacts of what's happening. To be honest, we're above 1.5 degrees right now, and we're already seeing typhoons and all those natural disasters that weren't happening just a few thousand years ago. Even pre-industrial revolution times, we were probably living in a better off world. If it means much more natural disasters and there's no industrialization, then I would actually go for no industrialization. But then again, we have pew 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 things, so yeah, I'm stuck here. I mean, sure, that's the Paris Agreement, and it will probably not even actually work out anyway. And so now let's actually go ahead and look at what the affirmative position says. You might see his lower part of his body as being invisible. No worries, I'll just spray paint myself white. Ah, that's better. So my first reason is that changing the law actually sends a really, really important message to everyone. And it's a way to challenge polluting industries which are literally sending too much of these pollution stuff into the air that we literally can't keep up. Boy, I like making these videos. I won't say another word until I give in a paycheck. Fine. Oh, you've seen all that. Well, the second reason for actually having all this is that children are heavily impacted by the dirty air, even though that they're rarely responsible for the pollution themselves. Children, the ones who are the most innocent people here, are the ones who suffer the most effects. Now, the third and final reason for me actually thinking that clean air should be a human right is the fact that cleaning up the air actually makes people be able to breathe better. Now do this with me, guys. Uh-oh. Explain yourself? Well, say the 3 reasons first. The first reason is the fact that people needed to be encouraged and supported to make changes. No, I don't think clean air should be a human right because people really, really need to be encouraged and supported to make their changes instead of being forced to do it. The second fact is that, well, to be honest, other countries already have human rights laws and to a healthy environment, including clean air, but they still don't have clean airs. And then the third reason why I actually think clean air should be a human right is that it's not fair for the governments themselves or the local governments or the local courts themselves to actually go ahead and fix all this, because sometimes all of them are from overseas just to try to get cheaper stuff and get more money than for themselves. And that's it. So who do you think will win? Should clean air actually be a human right? Well, according to statistics, 92% of people actually think clean air should be a human right. In fact, I actually agree with these people. I do think clean air should be a human right because without clean air, our lives could all be destabilized. Lots of kids are dying every day because of not clean air. And I don't know who the other 8% of people are, but they are probably cuckoo. Please don't take this. Please take this lightly. And yeah, to be honest, clean air should be a human right because it affects literally everyone, even the 8% of people who say clean air shouldn't be a human right. Also, I'm pretty sure they have their own reasons. So I actually hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I hope to see you guys soon in another episode of Hunter and Sean. And until next time, Shnan out. Peace.